So we will begin with a little bit of mindfulness practice. We will connect our mind, body, breath to each other and to this moment, so that when we are doing the postures, we are doing them mindfully. We are not just moving the body, we are understanding and then doing postures. Then we will do a little bit of warm up here and there, small rotational movements. And then for today's session, I have planned postures that open up your neck, shoulders, your forearms, your wrists, and your palms, because these four areas, they take a maximum brunt of, when you're sitting and working on the computer. So that is why I thought let's work on these four things today. So neck, shoulders, forearms, wrists, and hands. That is what we will be working on. So let's quickly get started. I want you to sit with your legs crossed. So if it's comfortable for you just to put your legs in front of each other in a cross position, do that. If you can put at least one leg on top of the other, then this becomes a half Padmasana. You can also sit like this, if this is comfortable. Okay? And now join your index finger and thumb together. Turn your palm towards the ceiling and place the back of your hand on your knees. Now imagine a rope tied to the top of your head, and that rope is pulling you up. So get that nice length in your spine. Sit up really tall, reaching up with your head. Relax your shoulders and close your eyes. Now gently bring your awareness to your breath. Just observe how you're breathing right now. Is the breath shallow and fast? Which will be in most of the cases if you just came and sat down. So what we are going to do is make this breath slower and deeper. So take a deep breath, let it travel all the way down into your abdomen. And exhale. Repeat it. When you are breathing in, I want you to expand your abdomen. Breathe out, the abdomen softens and goes back in. One more time, breathing into the abdomen and breathing out from the abdomen. Next, move your awareness to your body and just gently observe your body, starting from the tip of your toes, moving up the legs, your spine, shoulder, arms, neck. Just see how your body is feeling overall right now. Is there any stiffness, any pain, any kind of negativity in the body, in the physical space that you want to get rid of? And then just make a mental note of it. During the session, you will pay more attention to all those areas. Just using the breath, we are going to take away that stiffness. Now let's connect to this moment. And for that, all you need to do is pay attention to all the sounds around you. Start with the sounds that are louder and closer to you. And then slowly start listening to the sounds that are more faint, and are coming from further away and far away from you. All these sounds are part of this moment. Accept this moment as it is, without reacting to any of the sounds. Lastly, create a spatial awareness. You, in this moment, in the room that you are in, without opening your eyes, draw a mental picture of the walls, the ceiling, the floor, and all the stuff that is around you. Just feel the space. Feel aware of this moment, this space. Now we are ready for the practice. So slowly open your eyes and turn your palms down. We are going to move the neck first. So as you inhale, I want you to turn your head to the right, go far right without turning the shoulders. Try to look behind you. As you do that, you will already feel the stretch in the left side of the neck. Let's bring the head back in the center, and on the next inhale, turn to the left. Get that stretch in the right side of your neck. Continue to move like this one more time. Inhale far right without turning the shoulders. Exhale center. Inhale far left. Exhale center. Now inhale, chin goes up, look at the ceiling. Stretch the front of your neck. Exhale, chin goes down. Push it into your sternum, this breastbone. And repeat one more time. Inhale, stretch the front of your neck, chin goes up. Exhale, chin goes down, stretch the back of your neck. Come back in the center and let's do the tilts now. So as you inhale, bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Without popping up that left shoulder, keep it nice and down. Come back to center. Inhale, tilt your head to the left. Exhale, come back to center. Just one more time. Inhale, go to the right. Exhale, center. Inhale, go to the left. And exhale, center. Now give your spine and shoulders a nice stretch. Inhale, lift those arms up, interlock the fingers, turn the palms up and stretch up. Feel all the tension leaving your spine with this stretch. You are elongating the muscles around your spine, and that way you are creating space for the blood to come inside into those muscles. Breathe into it. And exhale, bring your hands down. Let's do it one more time. Nice big stretch. Inhale, arms go up. Breathe in, breathe out. 3 times. As deep as possible. Now let's just quickly warm up our wrists. I want you to lift up your arms. Palms are facing down right now. Just flex and extend the wrists. Now make tight fists and rotate your wrists away from each other. Make sure your elbows are completely extended right now. And now rotate your wrists or your fists towards each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's it. Bring your arms down and let's go into cat pose. So in cat pose now, quickly check this alignment. Your shoulder, elbow, and wrist needs to be in a straight line. And your hip and your knee, that needs to be in a straight line. And your knees are hip distance apart. Okay, just quickly check those. Just find all those straight lines. Now as you inhale, just watch this lower part of my spine. How I'm arching it, lifting that hip up. Arching, lifting the hip up. Let's just do this much. Arch and lift the hip. Arch and lift the hip. Arch and lift the hip. Now let's add the movement of the upper back lift. So as you inhale, the hip goes up and so does the head. So you're getting a nice arch in your back. Now as you exhale, round up your back, make a nice slouch, push those hips forward, push the head down. You will feel a good stretch in all the muscles around the spine and shoulders. Let's repeat this 3 times. Inhale, head goes up, hip goes up. Breathe in again. Breathe out, round up your back. Push the hip, push the head. towards each other. One last time. Inhale. Head up, hip up. Exhale. Head down, hip down. Come back to neutral spine. And let's move to the next asana, which is called as threading the needle or Shri Randhasana. So what we'll do is we are not going to change the position of our hands or legs. We'll just lift up the right arm. So inhale and lift that right arm up, opening up your chest and your upper back. As you exhale, take this arm through the gap. Repeat this 3 times. When you're going down, just look at me once. I'm going down all the way. I'm bringing this back part of my deltoid, back part of my shoulder to the floor. Okay, let's do this 3 times, starting now. Inhale, right arm going up. Exhale, arm goes through the gap. 2. Moving slowly and continuously. And last repetition, 3. Down. And we come back to starting position. We do the same thing on the left side. Inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, arm goes through the gap and you bring your shoulder to the floor. 2. And last one, 3. And down. Lovely. Now come back to cat pose. And from here, just walk your hands a little forward, say by around 8 to 12 inches. And as you exhale, take your hip to your knees. Push the head down. Inhale, come back to the starting position. Exhale, take the hip to heels, extending those arms. This is called child pose or Shashankasana. It's a great stretch for your shoulders, your upper back, and your lower back. Let's do it 2 more times. Come back to starting position. Rock back, hip goes to the heel, and your arms are fully extended. Try to push those elbows down. One last repetition. Cat pose and child pose. Okay, now look at me once and then you can go back down. I want you to bend your arms and bring your hands to the back of your shoulders. Right? I hope everyone can do that. If not, wherever your hand is reaching, that's also fine. And then you will walk forward with your elbows and try to push your chest down. Okay, let's all do that. Hand goes to the back of the shoulder, walk your elbows forward and push your chest down. Feel a nice stretch in your upper back. Your chest is opening up, your upper back is opening up. Now see if you can send your hip all the way down to your heels. And come up. Okay, now bring your hip up. It is still in line with your knee, but your forearms are on the floor now. And now we are going to spread out the arms, stretch out those elbows, and push this lower part of our chest into the floor. So this becomes the heart melting pose. So as if your heart is going into the floor. Melt that heart and deep breathe 5 times. And now slowly come back and sit up in Vajrasana. So Vajrasana in this pose, when your heels are tucked under your hips and your knees are bent like such. From here, we are going to do a magical movement that is going to instantly relax your forearms. And you can do it any time of the day whenever you feel that your arms and your hands are getting tired of typing. So just watch me carefully. We are going to place the back of our left hand forearm on the floor. Relax it. Then bring your right elbow and place it just 1.5 to 2 inches away from your elbow on your left arm. So what you will notice is as soon as you push down with the elbow, your fingers of the left hand, they automatically curl up, right? Now you will extend those fingers and bend them again. So we are just mobilizing the left hand as we push down on the left forearm with the right hand. I hope you all can see this small movement. I'm just moving my hand. If you want to press it a little harder, you can lift your hip up and send your weight, more weight on that elbow. Yeah? Just 4-5 times more. So when you send more weight, extending your finger becomes a little more harder now. Just do it anyway and then lift up that elbow. Feel the blood rushing into your forearm. Okay, now turn it. Bring the palm down and the same left side forearm is on the mat. Again, push it down with your right elbow. So as soon as you push down, there is some contraction happening in the back of your hand. We are going to again move that hand. Extend and bend your fingers 4-5 times and release. And feel that blood rushing into your hands. That feels relaxing, right? Let's do the same thing on the other side. We're placing the forearm of the right hand on the floor. Palm is facing up. Right now, with the left elbow, I'm pushing down just 2 inches above the right elbow. See? And as soon as I push down a little hard, my fingers will automatically start curling. So you have to find that spot, dig in with your elbow so that your fingers bend on their own automatically, and then just try to extend and bend the fingers 5-6 times. So what we are doing here is we are releasing the tension from the fascia of the muscles. And now remove your elbow, feel the blood rushing. It's a very relaxing feeling. Now turn your palm down and repeat the same thing. Push down, dig in with your elbow. Find that spot. Find the spot where when you dig in, your fingers kind of automatically bend a little bit. And then bend and extend your hand a few times. Just curling up your fingers, fisting. Shake up your arms and you're ready for the next posture. So you can continue to sit in Vajrasana, but if your knees and ankles are getting uncomfortable, you can move to cross-leg position. We'll take the right arm up, bend it and bring the right hand on the right shoulder blade. Bring the left hand from under the shoulder and interlock those fingers behind your back. I'm going to turn around and show you what I'm doing behind the back. So this, you have to just interlock those fingers. Once you get a good grip, I want you to push your chest out, keep your neck long and your chin up. If you are not able to reach like that, or if you're not able to reach even one finger, you can use a small piece of cloth, a towel, or a t-shirt, whatever is close by, and then you hold 2 ends of it with your hands. That is going to help in the stretch. Let's hold it and let's take deep breaths. Make sure that this elbow, your right elbow, is pointed up to the ceiling and not here. Keep it active. One deep breath. 2 deep breath. And last deep breath. Release and release. So very nice stretch in the left shoulder over there is what you get. Let's change side. This is called Gomukhasana. We are doing Gomukhasana in Vajrasana. Now the left hand goes up, the right hand comes down. Do the same thing. Interlock your fingers. And then push that chest out, point the elbow to the ceiling. Keep your chin up. And take 3 deep breaths, not 5. Deep inhale through the nose. And exhale from the mouth. Just say ha. Release and relax. From Gomukhasana, we are moving to Garudasana. So I'm reminding you again, if sitting in Vajrasana is uncomfortable for your knees, move to a cross-leg position. Simply cross your legs like that. But if this Vajrasana is comfortable for you, continue to sit in Vajrasana. And bring your right elbow in the front. The elbow is bent by 90 degrees. Bring the left elbow under the right elbow and wind your arms around each other. Now what we're going to do is lift up those elbows, push the chest out and look at your hands. So now you're pulling your shoulder blades away from each other, creating some extra room in your upper back. Close your eyes and visualize that space. And now fill it up with a really, really deep breath. Breathe into it. More times. So as you breathe in and out through that extra space, you will feel your shoulders opening up from behind. The upper back is stretching, okay? Let's change side now. Left elbow comes on the top. Right elbow in the bottom. Wind your arms around each other. Now lift up the elbows. Push that chest forward. Automatically your shoulder blades will move away from each other. Breathe in that extra space. Bring the elbows back down. Unwind the arms and shake up and relax. Just take a few deep breaths. See how your shoulders are feeling right now. Mine are feeling nice and relaxed. A little heavy, obviously, because they're relaxed. Okay, let's move down to the wrists now. So I want you to stretch out that right arm and point the fingers up to the ceiling while the palm is facing forward. Now with the left hand, cup all those fingers as well as the thumb and then pull everything towards your body. So you get a nice stretch here in the front of your wrist and on your palm. Hold that stretch for 3 deep breaths. Now let's turn the wrists. The fingers are pointing down now. Again, cup that hand and stretch. Don't forget the poor thumb. And now turn the palm inwards. So the back of your hand is facing forward. And again, pull your fingers and thumb towards your body. So now you're stretching the outer side of your wrist. Now take your knees slightly away from each other. And as it is, place this back part of your hand on the floor. Push it down. Get that extra stretch in your wrist. And with your body weight, now drag backward a little. Drag yourself back a little. Keep pushing that wrist down. Release. Shake up that wrist. Let's change side. Left hand. Bring the knees back together for now. Left hand, fingers pointing up, palm facing forward. Up it and pull. Deep breathe into it. Breathing is very important. The most important part of yoga is your breath, right? So take deep breaths here. Now the fingers point down, but the palm is still facing forward. Pull. Don't forget your thumb. And lastly, turn your palm inside. Let's touch the back of the hand. Now take your knees apart and place the back of your hand on the floor. And slightly move the body back, get that extra stretch. Shake up that wrist, relax. Let's work a little bit more on the wrist. Coming to cat pose now. Just turn your hands in such a way that your fingers are now pointing towards your knees. Your palm is on the floor, your fingers are pointing towards your knees. Spread out your fingers so that your palm gets a little bit of stretch. Now, without lifting your hands from the floor, keep pushing the hands down. Just move your body back a little bit. So your elbows are kind of hyper extending now. And you're getting a nice stretch in the inside of your elbow as well as in the wrist. The inner side of the wrist, inner side of the elbow. Come back. Now you may or may not be able to go all the way back like I did, like my hip all the way to my heels. If you don't have that kind of mobility in your wrist, you might be stuck, say, here. That's also fine. But just go to wherever you think is your maximum. Okay. So 1, we'll do this 5 times. 2, 3, 4, and last one. Shake up your wrist, just open and close your palms, curling up those fingers, relax. Thanks. Now let's go down on the mat. So just check out my elbow. I'm keeping my elbow bent at 90 degrees and my right forearm is on the floor. I'm going to turn towards the left side like that. And what will happen is I'll get a nice stretch around the right shoulder. So just watch me first and then we'll all do it together. So we're turning, bringing this foot on the floor. Yeah. I hope everybody got it. So right forearm is on the floor, we turn to the left. Bring the right foot on, left foot on the floor. And hold that stretch for 5 deep breaths. Slowly come back and let's do the same stretch on the other side. Left forearm goes on the floor, elbow is bent by 90 degrees, armpit is open. Turn to the right and bring that right foot on the floor, lift up that knee. Deep breathe into it. You may or may not be able to lift that knee, that is not essential. This turning part is where you need to focus right now. Breathe into your abdomen 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lovely. Come back. Now bring your hands behind your back. Interlock your fingers. Exhale first. Now take a deep inhale and start lifting up your upper body. You are pulling through the arms and then lifting the upper body. So pull through the arms, lift up your body and hold it there for 10 seconds. Keep breathing. Release. Turn your head to any one side. Just relax for one deep breath. Big breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend your knees. So keep your knees slightly more wider than your hips. We are going into Dhanurasana now, so you can just bend and extend your legs a few times to free your hips and hamstrings before we go into the pose so that you don't cramp up suddenly. Now bend your legs, grab your ankles, and slowly let's lift up those heels and lift up the upper body as well. Now deep breathe into your abdomen 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come back down. Bring your hands under your chin and relax. So Dhanurasana, why did we do it here? Because Dhanurasana, when you hold your ankles and you stretch, lifting upward, you are stretching nicely around the shoulders also. Now let's go back into Vajrasana. A quick tip here, if your Vajrasana is uncomfortable for you, it could be because of 2 reasons. Either your ankles are tight or your knees are tight. So what you can do if your ankles are tight is keep a cushion right here under your foot. So when you sit like this, there must be this gap at your ankle. You keep a cushion there, support your foot. If your knees are tight, you will keep a cushion right here under your knee, so behind you. Alright, so grab a cushion if you need to. And let's do this asana, bringing the hands behind the back, interlocking the fingers. Now roll your shoulders back. So usually what we do is when we're sitting, we are hunched like this. The upper back is slouched. We are reversing that. So we are pulling those shoulders back and then lifting those arms up. So this becomes a posture corrector. Now you have much more space created in your thoracic area. Breathe into it. Fill it up with nice deep breaths. Now bring those arms down. Relax for a bit. Breathe in, breathe out. Now roll the shoulders back again. Lift your arms up. Bring the top of your head on the floor. So not your forehead, the top of your head. Just watch me. Top of the head on the floor. And the head will now go up. Keep opening your shoulders. We want like a 360-degree rotation, which obviously is not possible in one day, but just keep opening and go to your maximum. And then just stay there. Keep taking deep breaths. And for those of you who are feeling adventurous right now, just look at me once. This is not for everybody. If you only want to be adventurous, curl your toes and lift your knees up. Add that little extra adventure if you want. Everybody else, please stay on your knees. We slowly come back and relax. Shake up your arms. Breathe in, breathe out. Now bring the right hand to the left side of your head. Let's quickly relax our neck. Right hand to the left side of the head. Place it just above your ear and gently pull your head down. So you're pulling your right ear towards the right shoulder. Keep that left shoulder down. You can also tuck your hands under your legs to make sure that your shoulder doesn't lift. Deep breathe 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Switch side. Left hand to the right side of your head, just above the ear. Pull the head down and tuck your right hand. Legs. Deep breathe 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Now let's do something called the cross arm stretch, because we are going to make a cross with our hands. So right hand comes on the chest. With your left hand, make that cross, the plus sign or the cross, and pull it closer to your chest. Now push that shoulder down and away from the ear. Close your eyes and breathe into it 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Let's switch side, pulling the left arm onto the chest with the right arm. Make that cross over here and push that left shoulder away from you. 3 deep breaths. 1, 2, 3. And do the stretch, shake up your arms again and stretch out those legs in the front now. So we are going to go into a pose called Matsyasana or the fish pose. So you will tuck your fingers a little bit under your hips. Make sure your back is straight right now. Now come down. Bring your right elbow to the floor. Then bring your left elbow to the floor. Then push your chest out again, reversing that slouch. Push the chest to the ceiling and drop down. Deep breathe 5 times. Keep your spine active. Make sure you're not sinking into the shoulders. Stay up. After 5 deep breaths, lift the head up first and then come back all the way. Now lift your arms over the head. We are going into Paschimottanasana. Stretching the arms, fold forward and hold your feet. Now see if you can lengthen and straighten up your spine. Breathe into it 5 times. 1, 2. So this is going to stretch your shoulders as well as your lower back. So you can close your eyes and just enjoy that stretch. If you're not able to reach your feet, you can again use that same towel or t-shirt if you have one around. Put it around your feet and hold the 2 ends with your hand. Slowly come back and we go back into the cross-leg position where we started from. Moving to the next part of the class, we are going to do pranayams where we work on our respiratory system. So pranayam means just controlling your prana vayu, which keeps you alive. So prana is the life force that is inside your body. We are going to do certain things to increase that prana in the body. So we are going to begin with an energizing breath called Kapalbhati breathing. So for those of you who don't know Kapalbhati, just imagine this is the easiest way of figuring it out. Just imagine that you want to sneeze really hard, but you can't open your mouth. So you know how when you sneeze, your stomach contracts sharply, and there's a sharp exhalation happening. Exact same thing that we're doing. So close your mouth, sneeze with the nose. So when you sneeze with your nose, focus on contracting your abdomen sharply. In Kapalbhati breathing, the inhalation is happening passively. So you don't really have to worry about inhalation. When you exhale with that sharpness, the lungs will go into a recoil and the inhalation will happen on its own. Alright? Now join your index finger and thumb together. Place the back of your hand on your knee and let's get started. We don't care about the speed right now, just whatever speed sounds okay to you, and let's finish 25 rounds of Kapalbhati. So deep inhale, exhale, half inhale and start. And relax your breath now. So whenever during the day you're feeling sleepy or you're feeling lethargic, you can simply sit back, keep your back upright and do Kapalbhati breathing. This is instantly going to wake you up and make you feel energized. This breath is really, really powerful. But you have to make sure that you don't practice it on a full stomach. So after lunch, immediately, no Kapalbhati, please wait till say a couple of hours at least if you've had a light lunch, or 4 hours if you have had a heavy lunch. Let's do 25 more rounds. This time you can go a little faster if you have figured out the breath already. And if you have been practicing Kapalbhati, you can go 100 in that same time frame. So deep inhale, exhale, half inhale and start. 25 done and next comes a very relaxing breath, a breath that calms your mind, but at the same time it improves your metabolism and it improves the functioning of your thyroid gland. This is called as Brahmari Pranayam. And for Brahmari Pranayam, we need both our hands. So put your thumbs gently inside your ears. Don't press them yet because then you will not be able to listen to the instructions. Just put them there, and with the middle finger, close your eyes. With your ring fingers, gently press on your nostrils. The index finger and the pinky finger, they don't have much role to play, so just relax them, let them be. What we're going to do now is press a little on the nostrils. So you know how when you're trying to fill up a balloon, you squeeze the neck of the balloon and then only you're able to fill it up nicely. So you're squeezing the neck of the balloon here by pressing on the nostrils. Imagine that your lungs are the balloon. Now fill up the lungs completely. And as you exhale, make a nice humming sound from the center of your throat. Now you can press your ears, you know the instructions. Simply you have to breathe, take a big, big breath, and when you exhale, make a humming sound like from the center of your throat. Let's start and finish 7 rounds of Brahmari Pranayama. Deep inhale. Exhale with the hum. Keep your shoulders relaxed right now. Do not lift them up. Just drop down. Second round. Deep inhale. done, 3 more to go. So we are going to finish with the sound of Om. So Om is, some people associate it with religion, but we are not doing it for a religious purpose right now. Om is the sound that increases the vibration of these two chakras, the one at your third eye and the one at the top of your head. These two chakras are the ones that improve your relationship with yourself. They also improve your connection with your higher self. So we are going to just do Om chanting 7 times. Feel the energy at the third eye and at the top of the head. So everything else remains the same. Join your index finger and thumb. This is called Chin Mudra. Place the back of your hand on your knees. Relax your shoulders, but keep your back long. Take a deep inhale into your stomach. As you exhale, chant Om. Be as loud as possible. So create that vibration around. We repeat that 7 times. Deep inhale. With your eyes are closed, but from inside of your head, I want to try and look at your crown. Okay, so eyes go up. Second round, deep inhale. Oh. 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 One last round. Oh. Now bring your palms together. Join them in Namaskar. I want you to rub your palms. Make them really nice and warm. Now place your palms on your face. Start stretching your facial muscles away from each other with each hand. Move your hands from the center to the side of your face. Let's repeat that. Stretch your, rub your palms together, make them warm. Place them on your face and stretch the facial muscles. Move your hands from center towards your ears. So I'll just come a little closer to the camera so that you can see that I'm actually stretching my face. So rub your palms one last time. Stretch your face. Now hold your ears from the top and pull your ears away from each other. You get a stretch around your cheeks when you pull nicely. Don't break your ears. Now hold your ears from the middle and pull them away from each other. This time you will feel a stretch around the jaws. Now cheekbone also. Now hold the ear lobe from down there and down. Now rub your palms again. We are going to place our hands on the eyes, so make sure they're really warm. Cup your eyes and allow this heat to sink into your eyes. Now rub your palms again and massage upwards on your chin. Cupping your chin and moving your hands upwards to 3 times. Lastly, rub your palms and run them down your shoulders, your thighs, and around your knees. Now we're going to finish the session with gratitude practice. So join your hands together again. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Keep your eyes closed. And just think of any 3 things that you are grateful for today. It could be any 3 things related to your family, your house, your friends, your work, anything. Top 3 things that come to your mind. Now, express your gratitude to the universe, to the power that you believe in. Be thankful, be grateful. With a grateful heart and a smile on your face, slowly open your eyes. That's all for today's session. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope your neck and your shoulders and your arms are feeling really light. Tomorrow, I'm going to see you again at the same time. And tomorrow, we're going to work on the lower half of our body. So our lower back, our hips, our legs, that is going to be the target for tomorrow. So join us. Thank you so much.